Let's go next question. What happens when you die?
You don't get to play Slay the Spire 2 anymore, that's for sure.
Shit.
That's damn sure.
That's the meaning of life, by the way.
I mean, I think this one kind of ties into religion a little bit. It depends what you feel like. Look, I'd love there to be fucking reincarnation. I think it's fucking sick that I get another shot as like a fucking coyote or
I believe in it.
Yeah.
or a mitochondria. I think it'd be fun to have another shot at it.
I would not want to be reincarnated as mitochondria.
That'd be fucking sick. You're the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, but you don't know
You're
that.
like, you like fucking make power. You get to shit yourself, but energy.
Yeah. Oh, perfect life for me.
You know, like, I don't know. For me, I've always felt like there is a comfort in knowing that it's over. That's it. There is nothing.
Let me flip.
You need to make this fucking matter. You only have this life. Don't rely on a second chance or a second thing or
Hashtag YOLO.
good or bad. Make sure you fucking lock in and enjoy this life because I think it's over. When you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
Wow, do we deserve more? I don't think so. I think we've been given this life and it's special. I don't think we're entitled to anything more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Is it boring? Yes, it's fucking boring. Yeah. But it's probably the truth.
Yeah, but even if there was a 0.00001% chance that there is an afterlife, why don't you just take that risk? What's
so you're hedging your bet. Yes. you're like, look, I don't believe in it necessarily, but I'd like to be on the list if there's going to be an after party. If there's an after party when I'm done here, I will be attending.
Yeah. If I can get through the pearly gates, all the more better.
I mean, if you're looking at it from that perspective, fair enough. I can't deny that. It's a solid argument.
Look, I feel like. For me, at least, I feel like, well, I don't know.
There's no
what
harm
the
in
truth
believing.
is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the truth is. No one knows what the truth is. No one can know what the truth is. But like, does my life get any worse by believing that there is something after death? No. And yeah, it's just obviously I do genuinely believe that there is something after death. But I've had this like thought experiment a lot where I'm just like, well, if I have nothing to lose by believing, but I have everything to lose by not believing, well then I'm gonna take that risk.
The answer is clear. Yeah, that's something I've thought about as well. Where it's like, if hypothetically science gets to a point where one day we do figure out the answer to what happens to people when they die, do you think that would change the way we live?
No. Because it would be like when they show you Wi-Fi waves.
Oh shit!
It wouldn't mean anything.
Brain fart moment.
Yeah.
Are we answering one of the previous questions?
Well, which one?
Scientific method.
Because does death give meaning to life?
Yes.
Is that the meaning of life?
Yes.
To fucking die?
I can feel my brain expanding.
One beer in.
I think it's a very depressing thing, and I wish I believed in something greater, but I don't. And I don't know what this is about me, but it isn't from some cold place. It's from an acceptance of I need to make sure I do the most with this life I have because I don't think there's anything else.
But why do you need to? Why do you need to know that there's nothing after to lock in now?
I think it's not so much like I need it to lock in now. I feel like for me, I feel like selfish thinking that I'm entitled to another thing. You know what I mean?
What do you mean entitled?
Like,
use the word entitled.
like I deserve another run. like
Run it back.
Like there's more to it. Like I got more in me. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's not.
I feel like from my mentality, maybe I'm too British. I'm like, oh no, I wouldn't want to trouble you. And they're like, it's literally heaven. Go in. I'm like, no, I'm full. I couldn't possibly have another shot at life.
Let me at least take my shoes off.
I don't know. To me, I don't know where that's coming from or what that says about me, but I think, I do feel this weird aspect of me that feels like, who am I to think that I'm worthy of another shot or an extra place after this, the green room, if you will, of death.
I mean, I just found it interesting you use the word entitled.
Yeah, because I do think like the way some people talk about it, I do feel like there is an entitlement there of like, I'm entitled to more after I die.
Well, they're not getting in.
Little do they know.
Straight to hell, buddy.
I don't know. And
Well, see, because like that's why I like the idea of reincarnation and why I strongly believe in it, because it's not, I don't necessarily believe in it because I think to myself like, well, I can always just run it back if things go awry.
Yeah.
But like I use it as like a benchmark to be like, you know, because in Shintoism, the whole idea of reincarnation is that how you lived your current life reflects upon how you are reborn in your next life. So if you do bad things in your current life, then you'll be reborn into a situation that is not as good as your current one, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So I kind of use my personal belief of reincarnation to live the best possible life I can currently, so that if in perchance there is some form of reincarnation, that I will, at least in my mind, have the reassurance that I'll be born into the next life as something just as good, if not better, than the previous life. So it's like, it's not necessarily something that like I look forward to or anything, but it grounds me into my current life.
I'm a fan of anything that generally makes people do good and do better. And I'm glad that I think, luckily, the core pillars of most religion and spirituality is basically be good.
Be a good person.
Be
Yeah.
good,
Person.
and good will happen to you, which I do actually believe in general, not because of there's some kind of cosmic balance, but I think that people generally want to be around and reward
And
people
good
who
things
are
attract
doing
good
good things.
things,
Yeah, I
right?
think like,
Yeah.
that's just the nature of humanity and the universe.
Is there even such a thing? I'm going off. I'm gonna
Go, rip it.
Is there even such a thing as good and evil? Is that a human construct? I'm going to take a piss
my
while I
God.
just drop that bombshell.
You can't just drop that and then leave.
Nah.
I also need a piss, so hurry up.
No, I
is
think
there
I think
such thing as good and evil?
I think it ain't that deep.
Okay, let me flip Garn's question. Do you think people are inherently born as good?
No.
All people. Why do you say?
Well,
Do you think that someone can be born evil?
yeah.
How so?
There's some real fucking evil people out there. There's some absolute monsters out there, Joe.
Oh, I don't deny that.
So I think, dude, I genuinely do think some people are just born and that it's evil.
Straight up.
I think so.
See, I beg to differ.
Because you always hear about these stories, you know, and we always have these lovely little bows to it. But then you look at like what actually happens in the world. Sometimes you're like, there's just like no excuse other than just genuine, pure, unadulterated evil going on sometimes with some people.
I don't know. I always like to think that.
You think anyone can be redeemed or anything can be redeemed?
Yeah, and I always think that if someone does turn out to be evil, no matter how young it is that they are deemed to be evil, that I always
I don't think there's an arbiter of evil, by the way.
Yeah. No, of course not. Yeah, there isn't like a power level of evil or anything. But like, you know, there are lots of people in history that were quote unquote evil at, you know, very young ages or, you know, at a certain point in their life. But I always believe that no one is born evil. I think evil is taught and evil is consumed from different factors in different lives, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like you're born with a throw of the dice, and then you can start affecting pluses and minuses on that.
Yeah,
on
totally.
That dice.
Totally. I was asking the question.
Do you think you
before
can be born
left.
evil?
Can you be born evil?
Oh, let me rewatch Monster. And
Johann Liebert,
Johann Liebert, was he born evil?
and evil.
Yes.
or was he made evil?
I think yes.
I think he was made evil.
I think Johann had an inclination to be evil, and then maxed out the skill tree.
Do I? Oh fuck! I should ask Sydney this. He's watching enough true crime podcasts.
That's the thing. I think it's from my exposure to watching a lot of these like true crime things. Where I'm like, holy shit, this person was just like straight evil.
Yeah.
Like there is no nuance there that would be like, or even like they had a tough chat. Some people like they were fine. China was normal. Just decided they really wanted to chop people off, and you're like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah.
You know, and we don't write stories about stuff like this because we'd be like, that's unrealistic.
Oh, it doesn't have any. It's one dimensional.
Yeah.
It's like a one-dimensional. Why were they evil? Because they just were. You know, it's not an interesting story, even if it might have some truth to it in reality. Yeah, I do think you can be born evil, or at least have something just wrong with how you're programmed.
I think they've done a lot of research into like not evil, but things with like obviously being born, nature versus nurture, and that kind of stuff. But it always seems quite muddied and complex. And psychology already as a science is fucking messy.
And I just like why I guess why I asked this is because like, you know, you talk about being a good person and wanting to do good to the world, even if this is your only chance, right? And and the fact that there is nothing after gives you, I guess, like motivation to try to make the most out of your life now. But like to me, I agree with that because I do want to be a good person and I do want to bring good to the world. But I do think that the reason I believe that is because I do believe in good. I do believe in evil.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't believe that that is something that is merely like a human construct. I believe there is something higher, something more there to kind of like motivate us and kind of like present us to be the best person, the best human being we can be. Because otherwise, what is the point of being a good human being? I don't know.
Are you saying without a higher purpose, you feel like there would be no need for good and evil?
There is societal benefits to being a good person. You know, society grew up. The society does better when people cooperate with each other.
Yeah.
That's just life. That's just programming.
Yeah. Why do we have wars? Why do we fight, God?
Oh, that's
what purpose do we cause these when coexistence seems to benefit? That's born evil. Born evil.
It's the systems, Connor. It's the systems that we are a slave to, Connor.
Wars start because each side thinks that they're good and the other is evil. That's why it starts.
Yeah, but someone's always pulling some levers and strings.
Yeah.
I think even though I'm not religious, I do think that it's important that I think it helps a lot of people, give them guidance.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know why I feel like, fuck it, I don't need it. But I think I do appreciate that it helps a lot of people in that sense.
Yeah.
So like, just so you know, viewers, like not that a lot of this conversation we've been not believing. I don't really, whatever gets you around in your life, go for it. I don't, there's no inclination that I don't support any of them. Just in case
as long as you're not harming people to achieve that, then you can believe whatever you want.
But also, if you get offended that I said that, back off, bitch. All right? Calm down.
Shut your ass up.
As you can see here, we are three people with three different beliefs, and we all respect each other's beliefs and opinions. And I think that's
far as
what's
he knows.
most important.
I'm kidding.
Number one, what is AI?
How is that the most searched
If
thing?
you Google this, you're not going to make it. You are permanent underclass. Not going to make it.
What does the AI say when you ask them what is AI?
We are here to help you.
Yeah. We run everything in your life.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Basic generic answer.
Yeah. Set of technology that empowers computers to learn, reason, and perform a variety
What is the point of asking this question? That's my bigger question. Not the question.
I'm going to start glazing AI in my search prompts and like win it over to think I'm one of the good ones. So that when the time comes, I'll be saved.
Is that why people are asking this question? When they answer back with this,
like,
then you just be like, no, actually, you're a good boy.
Why is AI so handsome and smart? Why is AI so good? I'm going to keep Googling this shit so that when they do win, I'll be in. And then I'll tear it down from the system within.
Oh, well, now they just heard you say that, so.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't. They don't listen 2 hours in.
Even the AI is like, this show's boring.
Even the AI turns off an hour in, Joe. Everyone knows this. It's a lot of computing power to waste.
True.